Hello, this is day 6. I think I'm probably only going to do the first part here. So what we've got here is a game where you have a boat and you need to go a certain distance. Um, and you would like to um, you can hold down a button on the boat and this will cause it to go further. Um, or so if you hold it down for 1 millisecond, it goes something like 1 millimeter per millisecond. You hold it down for two, it goes 2 millimeters per millisecond, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And your goal is to reach a certain distance. And then our goal is to calculate the number of ways that it can be done and multiply them together. Um, yeah, so that's it really. Um, I have I this is one of those ones where you sort of think, I think probably a simple calculation could do this. So I end up going to the spreadsheet, which is always a bit of a sort of, you know, is it coding? Well, it kind of is, but not really. But I'm not using the MP. I'm still exploring the problem. And this is the relationship. You can see it's a parabola, right? It's a curve. Um, and this is the sample trial input, the sample in the challenge. We can see here that it's based on how, if you hold down the button for the full 7 seconds and then wait for it, and then you've got no time for it to go anywhere, it goes nowhere. If you hold it down for 0 seconds, it also goes nowhere. If you hold it down for 1 second, that's 1 second of holding, and then 6 seconds of going. So it goes six, let's just say meters. I don't really want to pronounce all that sort of stuff. Um, Now I had the idea that um, you know, if we were to look at it like this, and yeah. So if we look at it like this, we've got we want to find the intersection of these two curves, right? These two equations. So I looked up how you do that, and you'd get the two equations you've got, you equate them to each other, and then you'd solve the equation, which you can do using the quadratic formula. It turns out, real back to school time for me. And you get these two solutions. These solutions are roughly equivalent to this point and this point, and our job is then uh, how many integers are on the way in between, which I don't know if you can fully. I guess you would probably want to take the ceiling of this and the floor of this. No, yeah. So you get two and no wait, you get, it's really the outcome of that formula, isn't it? It's yeah, so it would be well, anyway, you would calculate what this came out to, which would be, let's say, 7.5 and um no, wait, what am I trying to do here? I'm trying to get, yeah, the number of points here actually between these two values. So it's in here, it's what are the actual ones we're going to add up? Or number of ways you can beat the record. So here there are 4 different ways you can win, because you've got this point, this point, this point, and this point. So you've got 2, 3, 4, and 5 between here, between these two numbers. As in you've got those integers between those numbers. So um, what this amounts to is the ceiling of this number yeah Sorry, just my mental model of mathematics is not great. Um, and the and the floor of this subtracted from each other, getting 3. Now, there are 4 different ways to win. So that is the number 2, the number 3, the number 4, the number 5. Yeah, so actually it's the ceiling of this. Yeah. Okay. So I think this is the right solution. And in principle we can plug in the right values here and get it for any solution without any manual steps. So I think let's do that. I'm not going to set a timer because there's no timer in Google Sheets, but let's take yeah, I mean we'll know if we're roughly on part. I'm not going to time it specifically. Okay, so if we want to take this, let's say I'm starting now. If we want to take this quadratic equation, so we can go with the upper and the lower, and we can say the base time is this, which is going to be start with 7 in the trial. The lower, the sure hope we don't have to deal with the discriminant. Now it's always going to be the -1 is always going to be present. The only thing that changes is 7, I think. So yeah, let me look at this. Yeah. The only thing that changes is the 7. So anytime we see 7 here, we need to replace it with race time. This with race time, and this with the race time as well. Yeah. And then this is going to be upper one, which means we need to switch this, not that one. This, which is it? Which is it? Changes. You know, it's the first one. Yeah, so we need to absolutize those. Push this down here, change this to a minus, we get the top, and then we get the ceiling. We get floor here. Sorry. Yeah, ceiling, ceiling, ceiling on both. I guess it probably doesn't matter, does it? Come on. Probably should use floor, at least I can spell that. Okay. And then ways is this minus, oh, other way around. This minus this. And then we're going to need to do this a few different times. Now, in this case, we're going to do it 7 and 9 times 7. Yeah, so it needs to be over. Wait, have I gotten this totally wrong? Yes. Yes, I've totally misread the puzzle. Yes, so the goal is actually 9. Okay, so I need to redo this function. Okay, so 7 to 9 here, minus 9 here. And then we need to change anywhere the C appears. C appears in the quadratic equation at the end here. That goes 9. This goes 9. It's odd. What have I got wrong here? 4. Okay, wait. Minus 7 plus or minus. This didn't change as much as I expected. Minus 1, 7, 9. But the formula's now not getting the right result. That's weird. Well, I mean, it still is getting the right result. It's just not what matches here. Minus 1, raise time of 7, minus 9, minus 9. There we go. That's better. Okay, fine. All right, I had that wrong. All right, so instead of this, then minus 9, 4, yeah, yeah, yeah. So this is actually now 11. And this is 11. Now the result is the same. But yeah, a different way of getting there. Okay, fine. So let's try 15 and 40. So time 15, distance 40. Get these formulas a bit. This, 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 this. 15 and 40 should get us 8 ways. Yeah. And then this one should get us 30 and 200. 10 ways. Ah, not quite, not quite, not quite. 30 and 200. That's weird. Oh, because it's, well, this time it's exactly on. So it needs to be, do we need to just take it down just by 1? Seems a little suspicious. What if I, yeah, what if I just take this from this? Flip it around. This is not a great problem-solving process, okay, at all. Uh, uh, is this good? Am I winning? Am I winning? No. My round, should I be rounding? Should I be rounding this? I've got to count the integers between, right? The numbers between 10 and the whole numbers between this. Let me think about this. The whole numbers between this are 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Numbers between this are 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 8. The numbers between this and this are, well, 9, 9. 9 is what's between that. So I need to count the whole numbers between. How do you do that mathematically? Well, I know a crude way anyway, which is we can conditional on it. So in theory, we need to adjust 2 there. So maybe let's just go with the second one. Or is it if either are? God, this is not good. Let's try it with and. Let's try it with and. I should never have done it this way. I should never have let myself be tempted into this. I can't even figure out my own formula. 352,489. Oh, it's minus. Minus. Okay, 288. Great. All right, now let's try. This works. I will be shocked. I will actually be shocked. 45. 45. 98. 83. 73. 295. 1734. 12. Oops. 12, 7, 8, 10. Be weird. That's weird. Oh, same numbers. So irritating. So irritating. Okay, what is this now? 10 is 22. 11 is 23. Is that the right answer? Yes. Okay. Now I have a meeting. So we'll recommence this fun later. I might just read this. Oh, fine. I could do that. That's easy. Easy, easy, easy. Okay. Well, in theory anyway. It's 4, 5. So actually the trial one. Let's do the trial one first. The trial one would be this number. Ugh, and this number be that. 503, fine. And then my one will be 45988373, which comes out to curious. We've got a whole number upper bound, which should be adjusted for. I would say. Well, anyway, the whole numbers between should be, yeah, one less than this, right? It's either going to be that or off by one, right? So let's find out. Too high. Oh, I didn't actually do the, sorry. 2951734127820. Okay, so that should be right. Oh, okay. Gotta wait. I haven't got time. I've got things to do. Well, this was an interesting one. I wonder how people went wrong on this. Maybe they tried to calculate everything and that caused a problem. Let's check it's the right one. Which it is. Okay, great. Well, that's that. Great stuff. Well, that was fun and a short recording too. See you tomorrow.